You see, there are certain battles that we introduce into our lives, and they were made to control, influence the program of God against us, where if you were meant to be very successful, now you are programmed to experience shame, reproach, poverty, lack, unsettlement, name it. The prevalence of this is a call that God is putting on you to prayer. Listen to me, there are battles that are left for you to fight. God can do all things. Through grace, sometimes people get intervention and they get relief from such kind of satanic activity. But some cases, or most cases, you will need to fight it yourself. Like you saw between Jacob and Esau. What shall be given unto me? How am I going to be free from this now that my brother has taken all the blessings? And then the father said something very strong. In Genesis chapter 27 verse 40, he said, and by thy sword thou shalt live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Another translation says, when thou have become restless, then you shall break the yoke of your brother off your neck. So there are cases where you need to become restless, where you need to take a very strong stand and say no to continuance of evil. Because you see, the strength of the enemy is in his ability to continue his wickedness. And until you put a demand for a stop, it will continue. Judgment many times linger because there are no enforcers. And people don't make decrees to say no to this. Have you thought about this? Why will Daniel pray and then the prayers were suspended and God was watching until he continued praying? Because there are things left for you to do. God knew that Israel was supposed to defeat the Canaanite, the Jebusite, the Hittite. But you see in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 2, he said, go pass through River Arnon. He said, you will possess the land. He said, by contending with him in battle. You will need to fight if you must have this done. You will need to engage if certain things must happen. This is where I'm going. Don't expect God to fight certain fight he has given you the ability to win. And many times, ignorance is the reason why people suffer unjustly. Oh, I know God is going to fix it. Well, I believe God. Well, I have faith. Faith without works is dead.